Hey guys, welcome to the Tuesday stream. Every Tuesday we come out here and show off all the cool new books and merch that we got in. Guys, we have a bunch of cool books that we will be showing. They will be, some of them I will straight up say, they will be available only in person in store. Starting off with 51 by Madcave Studios. 51 is a cool take on the conspiracy theories and what actually happens at Area 51. It's a great, cool sci-fi story. I would recommend grabbing this book. Like I said, it will be in store only and super mega limited. So make sure you get down here this week. We will not be holding copies for anybody. This book is great. I recommend if you like sci-fi stuff, if you like conspiracy theory stuff like I do, if you like Department of Truth, this is cool, and with a cool kind of bad protagonist. He's a D-bag. The protagonist is a D-bag. Very much like End of Life, he's a D-bag, and like he's really cool to root for in this book. And why he's even at Area 51 and what's going on and what they really do there is really cool. I like this book a lot. You should definitely grab it. Next up is Action Comics 1096. Action Comics 1096 is the first post DCKO Action Comics story. It is also the first part of the reign of the Superboys. Spoiler alert for DCKO, but something happens to Superman, and now there are other people filling in for him, just like the reign of Superman. We are the reign of Superboys, as young Clark is introduced to a bunch of new people that he will be meeting at some other time. I can't really spoil it, but it's really cool. If you are reading Superman, you should really be getting these books. Next up is Alias. Jessica Jones Alias Red Bag. This is part of the new Red Band initiative from Marvel. It is polybagged. It is hyper violent. It is Alias back in its cool original like Marvel Knights form. It isn't canon, so don't worry if you want to pick this book up and like, oh wait, isn't she married to Luke Cage and isn't he mayor? Yes, and that's all still in place. Really cool. Jessica has to investigate a murder that brings her back to Alias investigations and why it all kind of unfolds around her. It's really cool. It's really dark. And we have Typhoid Mary coming, which is really cool. If you guys don't know who Typhoid Mary is a mutant who is married to the Kingpin. She has DID, which gets DID, and also has like each of her personalities has like different mutant powers. Really cool. Next up is Emperor Aquaman, or AKA Aquaman number 15. Aquaman, if you haven't already pulled this is in there for you. Aquaman has changed his title from Aquaman to Emperor Aquaman. So this continues the last series. So if you guys are reading Aquaman, don't worry, it's in there for you. But if you haven't been reading Aquaman, it's been great. You should read Aquaman, and you should start with this. Emperor Aquaman. Emperor Aquaman kind of blends what happened. It gives you great catch up at the opening, explaining the entirety of the run up to date, including DCKO. And it sets up Arthur and what he's going to be doing with Atlantis. And there's a big reason why he's called Emperor Aquaman and why he's riding Storrow like a horse. Really cool. It's fantastic. You should. It's a chariot. Yes. It's really cool. You should really read this book if you want to get to know Aquaman. This Aquaman run's been great. They really leaned into things like the Arthurian legend stuff. They've leaned into things like the Blue. They're making him a big part of DC Comics that he should be. He should be part of the Big Seven, and this is like one of the books that are proving that he's part of the Big Seven. Next up is the Exorcism at Buckingham Palace. This is a spiritual sequel to the Exorcism at 1600. That's the address for the White House. I'm forgetting the actual.
Yeah, I was trying to remember it earlier.
On the shelf. I'm trying to look at it from here without like being that guy. Anyway, it's a spiritual sequel. So this is very similar story. There is a dark presence that is hunting and haunting the royal family. There's some characters that spill over from that series. But if you didn't read the last Exorcism series, do not worry. It's very separate. One deals with a dark curse, very much Hope Diamond curse object stuff, and cursed royal bloodline stuff. It's really cool. You should definitely grab this book if you want some dark horror stuff with actually really cool spin into the workings and how kind of supernatural stuff would work and play in reality if this was to roll out in reality. Next up is Godzilla vs. America. This is Godzilla vs. Portland. Like the other Godzilla vs. America one-shots, these are one-shots, and two, they are anthology series showcasing 3 to 4 stories around that city made by creators from that city. It's really cool. It is really funny, a lot of them. One of them actually takes some of the urban, like the cryptid stuff from Portland and throws it in there, which I really liked a lot. But really cool. It's Godzilla versus fighting and destroying things in Portland with a perspective from Portland artists and writers. Really fun. They're really great. If you guys get Godzilla and stuff in your pull list, it's already in there. This is a really cool one shot. So if you just want to read a cool, fun Godzilla stories, this is great. Next up is Green Lantern Corps number 14. This is also post DCKO. This is the starting on point for the new Green Lantern Corps book. I would also recommend getting the last Green Lantern book. Also, Green Lantern Corps book 14. Issue 13 also. But yeah, 14 is a great starting on point. Guy Gardner is now the All-Sight. He is running a religious cult on Oa, and it's funny and weird. It's really funny because there's something else pulling the strings in the background and you can't tell yet. It's really cool. It's also more Guy Gardner, which I didn't think in this form, because it's funny because he's like being a cult leader, but then on the sides, like, I'm also still Guy Gardner, and it makes me want to punch him in the face every time I read him. Really cool. It gives Guy a lot to do. And also there's a lot of backstory with John and all of them and what's going on with the new post DCKO, post Star Supremacy Green Lantern Corps. Really cool. It's a jumping on spot for Green Lantern. Next up is Imperial Guardians from Marvel Comics. Imperial Guardians is a 5-issue miniseries spinning out of the Imperial event from last summer. The Imperial Guardians are a team created by Maximus the Mad to do Black Ops stuff in space to keep the Union, the new setup of the Marvel's cosmology, together. Really, what's cool about this book is that you get to see what seems like a ragtag team work together with everyone having their own reason to join, and then kind of not also trusting each other. There's cool secrets and lies on top. It's supposed to be like Guardians if they were Black Ops, and it's really cool to see how like Gamora, who's the team leader, deals with it, while you have people like Captain Marvel, who's an Avenger, and Amadeus, who are superheroes on their own, and then wild cards like Darkhawk and Cosmic Ghost Rider working with these people. Really cool, all being led by Maximus the Mad. Really cool book. It's a great miniseries if you want cool Marvel cosmology stuff. Next up is Invincible number 1 from Image Comics. This is the foil reprint from Invincible from Image Comics. This is part of Invincible Month. If you guys didn't know, this is Invincible Month because the show is coming back this month. Last week was Marvel Team Up. This week is Invincible. I think next week is Invincible Returns number 1. These are all reprints of major storylines for Invincible. These are great to have if you just want to get a copy of the book and read it, and then you guys can jump into the trades, into compendiums, and hopefully the omnibus later on this year. These are really cool jumping on points. If you like this show, definitely grab this. This is a must-have for all Invincible fans. Next up is the other half from Ignition Press, and this is a fun, cool story. I like the idea. There is a guy. Him and his husband are from very, very different walks of life. One's a private eye, and the other one comes from old money. And it's funny to watch the two of them interact. I love that part. But that's just the cool like character development they have in the book. But what's really cool about the story is that they have to switch roles. And watching this, it's like the odd couple, and then they have to switch and live in the other person's shoes, and like it's drastically different for both of them to do this. The character dynamics are fantastic. The art's killer, and it's a cool mystery story behind it all that unfolds, and really cool. It's really great. You gotta read this book if you like, kind of like it's like the Odd Man Out meets like a cool detective story. Mixed together, and they pull it off very well, and the characters are super likable in it, even though they come from opposite worlds. It's really believable that they're together, and why they're together. It's a fantastic story. Next up is A Quiet Place, Storm Warning from IDW. One is part of IDW Dark, which is their horror adult line of books, and also this is part of their new license agreement, which will have a bunch of cool licensed products coming out. This is not a sequel to A Quiet Place. It is kind of like set during those movies. It's really cool. If you guys don't know about The Quiet Place, A Quiet Place is a movie that came out. There's been like 3 of them, I think. It's about an alien force that invades Earth and these monsters that hunt down based on sound. This is actually set before and during the situation. It's really cool. It's about a massive storm that's rolling in. into their like little city island that they have, and what put them in this position, and how it could be prevented, and what's setting up. It's really cool. Like this again, because it is based on a movie, it does feel and roll out like a movie. It is a very much an act one of this miniseries. It's definitely a must-have if you just want cool suspense stuff. If you're a horror fan, this is great for you. If you like horror comics, if you like the film The Quiet Place, you should definitely grab this book. It's really cool. You should definitely grab it too. Next up is Spider-Man, Meals to Astonish. This is a one-shot anthology book. First of all, the main story is Spider-Man teaming up with a famous chef. I'm drawing a blank on the name, and the name's on the cover of the book, and I will not look at the cover. Really cool.
Jose Andres.
Thank you, Karen Woman. What's really cool about the book, I like it a lot. It's fun. It's a cool Spider-Man fighting Electro story. And then you have a short about Spider Ramen fighting Dr. Takoyaki. And then Test Kitchen, which was a digital first miniseries that was on Marvel Unlimited. And, of course, Jeff DeLandshock being cute and trying out food and making food. Really cool. One shot. It's a really cool idea just to do these, like, fun little doofy one shots. These are great for Easter gifts. If you're looking for something cool to give to a kid to the comics, it's Spider-Man doing fun Spider-Man stuff. Next up is Supergirl number 11. Just like the rest of the DC, this is the first post DCKO Supergirl book. This is also part of the Reign of the Superboys. If you see the cover, there's one Superboy on there, and then the boy Thunder on the cover also. He was Superman's sidekick during Mark Waid's Batman Superman World's Finest book. Really cool book. You should definitely grab this. This sets up a great storyline going forward for Supergirl, and with Connor Kent Superboy joining the book. This is the most action this book has had in a while, and you should really pick this book up if you want to get to know more of who Kara really is before the Supergirl movie. This is a storyline to buy. It's going to show her at her like darker, deeper moments. It shows a really cool dynamic between her and Connor. It's going to be cool, like, what is my legacy to Superman? Really great book. You should definitely pick this book up. Also, if you're reading Superman, like I said, this is part of the Reign of Superboys book. Next up is Usagi Yojimbo, Kaito, 84. This is actually canon to the Usagi Yojimbo. It just set fast forward into the, I won't say modern times because it's set in 1984, but set into 1984. It is Usagi, it's Usagi's descendant operating in Japan in 1984, but he's like a little thief. It's really cool. It is a lot of 1980s movie stuff with Usagi mixed together, and I thought it was gonna be a weird, like, kind of like blend, but it's not. It really feels like a kung fu movie, action movie from the 80s, with a Usagi overlay. It works very well. It keeps all the thematic stuff great. It's grounded, and it's just cool to see the expansion of the Usagi universe with a modernized character. So if you like Usagi, definitely got this. And finally, for our singles, we have X-Men United. There are, I don't know where the last video left off because for some reason we had to stop recording and it got cut off. But if you guys are reading this, this is X-Men United. This is the third tentpole book for X-Men from Marvel Comics. While I'm holding it, I have this now. What's really cool about X-Men United is that X-Men United is the X-Men school book. This has X-Men from Emma Frost creates a school called Grey Matter Lane. It's a psych school in which all X-Men and all mutants can attend. As a cool way to train the next generation mutants. It goes back to the school roots, and now you have the 3 X-Men books, which is going to be Uncanny X-Men, which is the X-Men book that just deals with big world mutant problems. You have X-Men United, which is the school book, and then you have X-Men, which is the X-Men book that deals with the bigger Marvel Universe stuff. It's really cool. I love to see the dynamic between a lot of people. The fact that Emma Frost founded the school is really wild. It's also tied into Exceptional X-Men. So if you guys had Exceptional X-Men on your pull list, this is in your pull list, but it doesn't matter if you are reading regular X-Men, you should really be picking this book up. It's a great read. Next up, we have our trades. We have Stranger Things, Tales from Hawkins, Volume 2 from Dark Horse Comics. Tales from Hawkins is a expanded miniseries that is set within the universe of Stranger Things. These kind of are just like anthology books that expand the lore and the world of Stranger Things. So if you're a fan of Stranger Things, this is a must-have book for yourself. Next up is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, New York City versus TMNT. This is the finale of Jason Aaron's run on TMNT. It was a roller coaster ride. If you are a fan of TMNT and you haven't gotten into TMNT yet, this is a great way to get into the comic going forward. It's a great setup. This is a back to basic stories for the Turtles that was really needed post Armageddon. Insane and wild, over the top story. You definitely get this. If you haven't been reading Turtles, like I said, this is the best way to get into it. Next up is New Avengers from Marvel Comics. This was called Thunderbolts, then New Avengers because of the movie Thunderbolts, and became New Avengers. Bucky and Black Widow have gotten together to hunt down the Killuminati. The Killuminati are evil clones of Namor, Reed, Doc Strange, Black Panther, Iron Man, Xavier, and Black Bolt. That, if you guys don't know, that was the actual Illuminati, minus Black Panther because he wasn't really a member. He was kind of a guest member. Anyway, really cool lore mystery of who this is. I really hope this team stays around and eventually interacts with the rest of the Marvel Universe as that team. We'll see where it goes from there. Next up, we have Fantastic Four, Save Everyone. This is the start of the Fantastic Four run that's currently running right now. And this is the one that is tied to the back end of One World Under Doom. What happens when the Fantastic Four decide the final mission is to save everyone. It's been Reed's big goal to do that eventually. And yeah, it's fantastic. It is the Multiverse family at its finest. With cool big super science stuff. There's an issue with a dog alien. There's an alien pretending to be a dog to suck out life force stuff. It's big, weird, creepy super science stuff. I love this series. You should definitely grab it. And finally, for our final trade, we have The Ends from Bad Idea. Set in 1984. This is a cool love story between, like, well, it's a dark love story between, like, a neo-Nazi and, like, Vietnam vets fighting each other. It's really cool and dark, and it's wrapped up in a love story between two people that shouldn't be together. It's, like, weird, dark Romeo and Juliet, cranked up to, like, 11. It's really cool. Like I said, this is Bad Idea, so it was, I think this is only written. It wasn't put out in singles. I think this really it's just an OGN. Compared to the other Bad Idea books, like, which come out quarterly, this is all done. Really, really dark, really adult, but it's really cool, like, deep love story to it, and then what it means to be a person in the 1980s when there's a rise of, like, weird post-Vietnam, like, guys are now older, and, like, it's really dark and weird, and it's really cool. It's heart-touching at moments, and very deeply personal as a person. Like, it's a deeply, actually, personal driven book. I like the story a lot. You should definitely grab it. Also support Bad Idea because they're putting out cool books. And guys, that's it. You can just us here every Tuesday. Check us out on social, Androids Comics, _comics, Facebook. That's for X and Twitter. Sorry, X and Instagram. On Facebook, Androids Amazing Comics, and on YouTube, Androids Amazing Comics, where we post all the stuff, all the videos, all the cool stuff on those socials. And guys, I'll see you back here next Tuesday around then. See you then. Bye.